The grind mindset is fucking stupid, man. It sucks. It's bullshit. Do not do it. Do not fall into the trap of maybe if I grind 16 hours a day, I'll probably make more progress in my life than anybody else. The problem with this whole entire bullshit, and the only reason I'm yapping about it, is because I've come to realize this and reflect on this recently, that I just felt like was necessary to share. And honestly, there's a reason behind it. I've fucking been grinding for the last 2 years in areas in my life that were probably not even close to making me an extra dollar in my life or changing in my life any financial monetary way, up until now. And I think that just that entire mindset has not only affected me, my life, but it's also affected a lot of others that speak to me about it and speak to me about their, things that they deal with and whatnot. And I really just want to make a video on the topic, just yap about it for a second. Just basic for anybody that is like trying to like if I grind harder, if I just grind, if I wake up every fucking 5 a.m. and just grind my entire day towards something, I'll fucking get it. I'll get it there. Blah. It's fucking bullshit, bro. You're going to fail. And the reason why I say that is because you are probably grinding, you're probably putting in the hours, you're probably doing all the things you know necessary, yet still not getting the result. It's not an extra hours of grind that's going to do it for you. It's actually probably going to be grinding in the right directions, putting your time in the right directions. Like, I just hopped off a call with someone that wanted to dump into his sauna for 30 minutes, go journal, and then basically I asked him, what was your top priority for today? He started with mindset. And I get it. I get it. It's very gratifying. It feels like you're making progress. And honestly, I did too at some point. But the real problem that becomes is you're putting all your time and attention towards the things that aren't moving the needle forward. And there's no one else to be held accountable to that but you. And so the whole reason why I call the grind mindset bullshit is because I've grinded for so long, ended up realizing that, dude, the moment I didn't give a fuck how many hours I worked, the moment I didn't give a fuck if I was fucking scrolling for hours, the moment I didn't care, I actually made more of a result, like cracking 10,000 months, or doing $10,000 a month for the last 3-4 months. Like that's sad in my eyes. As in, I want to grow further. I want to get farther. I want to be at 100K a month. 60K a month at least in the next 2 months. Like even that requires grind, but grind in the right direction. But that's the thing, is like the problem with the whole entire grind mindset is that grinding without the saying goes, perfect, like practice makes perfect, but the real truth to that is that perfect practice makes perfect. If you practice imperfectly, you will fail no matter how many fucking hours you put into that. If you practice perfectly, you will perform perfectly. And so again, it's the same thing with your business, it's the same thing with the money that you make, it's the same in the way that you treat your skill sets, blah blah blah. It's going to come down to the time that you put into those places perfectly. So this is why mentorship or having people that are really good at certain skill sets that you need, want, or desire, and having some type of David statue that you can look up to and see, like the statue of David. Shout out to Davis for giving me this kind of insight. It was really good. Um, or really just a great way to explain this topic, where it's like you need to know David before you sculpt David. The statue of David, the story goes, I guess according to Davis, is that the guy who made the statue of David knew what David looked like before he sculpted. And that's exactly who your mentors know exactly how to do that you don't know. You can see the version of yourself that you want to be, but you just don't know how to sculpt it correctly. And if the version of sculpting that you need to, partake in is just grinding fucking hours away, expect to fail. Expect to make no results. And I did that exact same thing for like a year into my agency and failed. I had a lot of my friends at the time that I built through Agency Lab actually outgrow me. And I can name names and I can literally show you how much progress they've made, from people that have millions of dollars, millions of followers on their, now, versus then they had like fucking nothing, to people making $100,000 months, making so much money that I wish I know that I will get to, but they're making so much money that I'm not currently. And you have people that I've scaled, to $100,000 months, if plus some. Cameron is a great example of that. I knew this guy when he was such a little goober in the Agency Lab channel, kind of coming off a little bit fucking insane. Now his insaneness has like brought him to a point where he's extremely skilled, extremely locked in, and extremely in someone that a lot of people look up to. And there's so many more examples. So I feel very far behind. I feel so far behind that I feel like $10,000 a month. Like I could keep grinding to take more sales calls and do all these things, but then I haven't actually passed the marker. So what's the problem? Now that's where I come into this grind mindset. It's fucking bullshit. The moment you actually take a step back from grinding and look at where in what areas of my life am I grinding in that is not moving the needle forward, that's where you actually consult a mentor or somebody to be like, yeah, the reason you're not growing, bro, is because you're putting all your time into sales calls when actually this is the constraint. Like your sales process fucking sucks, and that's something that I had to learn at a very good age. Is exactly that. Like I had this guy Tanner Chidester. He was offering free one-on-ones in Miami, and nobody really knows like how impactful this was. But this guy literally probably changed my life the moment he said that I sucked. The moment he tried to diagnose my business and do all these different things, and I really thought I wasn't the issue. It had to be the lead gen. It had to be, all these different, it had to be the clients that I was signing. And it had to be all those different things when in reality, it was me. I sucked at sales. I sucked at marketing. I had a massive ego. I thought I was better than everybody else because I had some early hype because I signed a client and everyone was just asking me questions and it just got to my head. I had no level or way to humble myself, and therefore I paid the price for it. And during that exact same time, I was grinding. I was putting in hours, but I would get no result. And I know that the problem was not the hours that I was spent. It was the hours and where they were spent. They were spent in areas that I wasn't good at. I wasn't good at sales, so why the fuck are you taking sales calls expecting a difference? It's not going to be the volume of calls you take, it's going to be the quality of the calls you take. Getting better at marketing, actually people that have money that want to spend, being able to like held yourself in a way where people actually respect you, they want to give you money, etc. Tanner told me to go door to door knock, and from that point I just jumped into high ticket sales. I shut the business down, and this is me taking a step back from that grind mindset into a different one where I'm in a learning mindset. I'm in a student mindset. So you shouldn't be trying to grind your way to a better life. You should be trying to level up your way to a better life. Become a better person, become more integral, become more consistent, become more disciplined, become more skillful, become much more of a student, become, any room you hop in, no matter how big or small, learn. Be open-minded. Be like fucking you should be on a mission I'm on a mission to destroy my ego, destroy it. And so, to anybody that I knew in the past that I fucked over or I did some stupid shit or like whatever, man. Like I've made some really bad mistakes in the past, and only I can pay that price, and only I will continue to pay that price. And my biggest point is to anybody else that's like experienced that or whatever has some type of anything. I am truly am sorry. I was such an idiot. Like I was out of my fucking mind, and I've learned a lot I've learned a lot since starting, and I've learned one thing that's been very very true is like the grind mindset is fucking bullshit. You suck probably. If you're not getting the results in your life, you are doing something wrong almost always. And sometimes it is a consequence of like you're not doing enough. As in you're probably putting all your time into mindset shit, all this other bullshit. And this probably resonates with more beginners like me than it is like anybody else. But I've been able to do sales for 2 years, and that was a fucking grind. Doing dials every single day, like hopping on sales calls every single day, like that shit fucking sucks. Cause I wanted leverage in my life, and that was the most unleveraged thing out of control thing I've had about my life was my whole entire income was built on someone else's business and my calendar and my time. So I just didn't like that shit. But the point was is that I'd hop on those calls, I'd close the deals, I'd collect the cash, and from there it was like I mastered a really good skill set, and I ended up meeting people that I actually admire and still talk to now. I built myself up from the ground up. Like I feel much more consistent. I feel much more integral. I feel much more disciplined than my old self. And I think it's because I stopped grinding and I started learning. I started actually being humble about it. I started becoming a student. I started doing challenging things like running 200 miles in 3 months. Like doing those hard things creates a character, creates a being that can accomplish anything. And so stop trying to focus on how much time you're going to put into your work and actually put your time towards doing the work that you need to get done and doing the work well. So if you need to take more sales calls, fix your marketing to take more sales calls. Become a better marketer. If you need to be closing clients, then you need to become a better salesperson. The constraint is not going to get, almost all constraints aren't solved with more time. They're solved through fixing things. And so if you are the reason and you are the biggest constraint, then there's no amount of time you can put towards fixing yourself. So grind yourself. Become a bet. Don't grind hours. Grind you. And that sounds weird. Pause. But the point is like grind in your skill sets. Grind in the places you know you need to, etc. I'm done yapping. But yeah, I just wanted to post this. Pleasure to anybody that watched this all the way through. And truly, I'm gonna start to post more just because I feel like I want to grow that brand, and it's never been easier before. Now with AI, and I guess video number one. So let's keep growing. Otherwise, just a quick update on my life with the agency. We've been able to hit about $10,000 to $12,000 cash collected in a month, and I really just want to scale this up. I fucking hate every moment that goes by I'm not there. But again, it's me. I'm the problem. I am the problem. So we're gonna fix it. Otherwise,